welcome back to Witch versus the World. I am Monkey, of course, and I lied last week. If you were paying attention at the end, I said we're moving on to sinister motives because I forgot the hood existed for a moment. So we're up against the hood this time instead of sinister motives. And I have yet to do this bit of setup. So I guess go ahead and shuffle and see what we get. Okay, cool. I think that may be probably the best way to start off. That's gets dealt to me as a face down encounter card. Yeah, cool. So my obligation is right there. So I got to make sure I don't defend on turn one. So I can go ahead and deal with that. So see what. Really? I already did that. Oh well. See what opening hand looks like. Limbo right off the bat. I can stun them. Potentially. We'll see. Not a lot of setup though. Don't need exorcism right now. Actually, might as well just throw away all my spells. Because I can stepping disc, get whatever needed back on top. Okay, wow. Burning through all my stepping discs. So, flip up. Might as well just get out Limbo. Oh, see what's on top. Ooh, Sorcerer Supreme. Use a stepping disc, get out Source to get Sorcerer Supreme. Basic spell. I'm like burning through all my spells right off the bat. Okay. Um let's go and attack for 2. No. Let's thwart 1. And then we will Soul Strike for 4. And that's it. Ready back up. And Mang is 1. He attacks me for 1 plus boost. Do I want to magic barrier this? I could. Oh, it's on top. Forgot. Flow like water. Okay. I would have actually swapped based on this. I would have swapped flow and magic barrier. So he attacks me. Magic barrier off the top. So printing 3 of this does not do 3. So 1. Okay, so I still take 1. And then counter card. So there's Dark Child, exhaust, remove Dark Child from the game. Field recruitment. Choose 1, set aside modular at random, shuffle it in, then resolve thing. So have a handy dandy dice here. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. So I got a mix of kind of crime, mutants, and I think it's crime mutants in here. It's for theme reasons. And then we discard the top and deal it to myself face down. And this is my turn. So we got to get out. Flow like water. And we should probably scry first. We'll scry off the top. That goes to hand, discard Nova, put Colossus on top. So go ahead and get an energy barrier. And we will get out Change of Fortune. And we'll draw right it. So Mang is 1. He attacks me for 1 plus the boost. What's on top? Crown. Yeah, we would have limboed that. And then we'll pay energy barrier and ready for fight. 2 play Colossus. Defending. So he attacks for 1, 2, 3. So Colossus eats all that for me with his tough. And then, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So, when revealed, attach to the ally with the lowest thwart. That sucks. And then upper hand. Attack, shoot, resolve, foul play. Alright, played someone on top. So he attacks me for 1 plus the boost. I'll just take it. So 2. I'll use 1 of that to prevent damage. It's my turn. So I need to get out Unflappable and a Hard Ignore so I can try and do stuff. Kind of manage the board a little bit better. And then we'll attack Colossus for 2. And draw an idea. We will swap. I could do this all day to be on top. So Mang is 1. He attacks me for 1 plus the boost. And my defense is just a 2. We'll take it. No, we'll defend it. It's fine. So, defending for 2. So, flow quad triggers. 1 to him. And what's on top? Okay. So 1. Reveal this card. 2 damage. So don't take E damage. So Unflappable triggers, draws me a card. Hard to Ignore triggers, takes 1 off the main. It's worked out. And then Colossus will attack me. For 2, I'll take 1 of that. Energy Barrier with the other one, which will do 1 to him. Knocking Colossus out. And that triggers Change of Fortune, so we draw 2 cards. And this takes Mental and a Fist to get rid of. Alright. Got lots of setup here. I think we'll start off, just go to Exorcism. Mostly for the Confuse. And then we'll do some work. So, Riposte will pay for the armor vest. Triage will pay for armor. And we will ready for a fight, just prepping for in case he schemes. And then we'll flip down heal for 3. And ready up. Spang is a 1, he's confused, so he doesn't scheme. And counter card. The other pistol. Okay. So gotta get rid of those. Which I can. I can just throw away. Yeah, I can get rid of that. Alright, so flip up. And let's go for a... There they are. Thought I was blind. Soul Strike on top. Wheel basic attack for 2. I feel like I missed a foul play activation at some point. So, drop 2 and 2. And then that will get rid of both those. Let's go and get out Excelsior so we have the extra damage. And then we'll draw. And ready up. So main goes up by 1. Oh wait, what's on top? Forgot about that. We'll swap that with, then I can do this all day. So he attacks for 1 plus the boost. We'll do it. I can do this all day. Currently defense is 2, 3, 4. I don't take any damage. Flapple trigger draws me a card. Harder nor triggers takes 1 off the main. And get another counter card. Hood's Mantle. So he gains Retaliate and Steady. Then Upper Hand. He attacks me and then Resolve. Foul Play. Oh, he would take 1 from Flow, 1 from Retaliate. I'm going to do, I can do this all day again. So defending, so he takes 1 from Flow. I don't take any damage. He takes another from Retaliate. And this is my turn. So we're going to thwart 1 off the main. And we're going to do a little setup while we have a quiet-ish turn. Let's get an X-Jet, get out Endurance. Alright. Main goes 1. And, well, yeah, we would Limbo, Nova, and I could do this all day. So he attacks me for 1. I could do this all day off top. Flow triggers does 1. And my defense is currently not good enough. It's a 3. So 1. I don't take damage. Flapple draws me a card. Hard Ignore takes 1 off the main. Encounter card is... Oh, he takes 1 from Retaliate, which will advance the next stage. So 6. So reroll that. 6 again. Roll this way. See if that gives a different result. 5. So that is this one. All right. And encounter card. Because we don't resolve that yet. Shadow King. Okay. While controlled minions play, he cannot take damage when revealed. Shuffle for a copy of Possessed and reveal it. That one there. Possessed. It gains Surge. Tail Swipe. I get stunned. And Shadow King's tough. Okay. Ooh, I accidentally did that. Alright, so go play Soul Sword off top. Let's go and scry. Magic Bear on top. We will ready for fight hand. Get rid of triage. Tad to clear the stun. We will go ahead and get out Nova. And then we will Stepping Disc. Ready back up and put Soul Strike on top. And then we'll just attack for 2, and Nova will attack for 2. We'll draw ready up. This main goes at 1. Well, actually, we're going to swap Energy Barrier for Magic Barrier. So main goes at 1. He attacks for 1 plus the boost. For 2. Which I'll just take. He takes 1 retaliate. Shadow King. Will attack. We'll Magic Barrier that. Which does 3 to him. So knocks him out before he attacks. That is a defense, so it does trigger everything, so it take damage. Change of Fortune triggers, draws me 2 cards. Unflappable draws me a card. Hard ignore. 1 off the main. And encounter card is Scorpion. So he attacks me for 3. He's gonna stun me. I might as well defend. My defense is 3. And we're going to do 2 damage to Nova. And we're going to throw away Exorcism to Riposte. So don't take damage. He takes 3 more damage. 1, and then 1 from Retaliate. And he's toast. And this is my turn. I think I'll win soon. No reason to do that, so we will Soul Strike off the top. And give him a stun. And then we will Stepping Disc. Ready back up. And we will search for a Soul Strike on top. One of each. Cool, had that. So we'll attack for 2. And we'll pay 1 of each to get rid of the Hood's Mantle. So I should actually be 2 less from Retaliates, but now he's actually stunned. And we'll just draw Ready up. This man goes up, he's stunned, so he doesn't do anything. And then counter card is Ruler of the Astral Plane. So 6. Okay. Does not matter. Alright, so I win this turn. So we will go ahead and swing for 3, because I have the sword. We'll limbo to swap Strength Hard to Ignore. We'll go ahead and Soul Strike 4 and stun them. And then we will Basic Spell. Hit for another 3. And that's the Hood down. That was a pretty quick one. The LEDT is still underway at this point, because I will admit I may be recording these a bit in advance. We should be on week 3 of the LEDT when this one comes out. So we'll have 3 villains down. I'm certain, like I said, recording this in advance. I'll have all 10s. I'll straight wins across the board. It'll be perfect. I don't expect any sort of complications. I'll eventually hit complications. But as is usual for this month, I have the other people involved in the LADT link below. Please go check them out. They're all great people, and their videos are all entertaining as hell. So go check them out, and let me know who's your favorite. If you're one of your creators, you can say yourself if you think you are your favorite. I am, as always, my favorite person. Unless I'm not, in which case I'm like the person I like the least. But usually, I like myself a lot, especially when I'm winning. As I hope you do, too, when you're winning. I want you to win all your games for World Champions, is what I'm saying. And, just in general, win at life. I wish you luck with that. I'm rambling. I say this into every video. I always ramble. Thank you very much for watching. Please come back and see us. Tuesday, we're streaming something. Just come check us out Tuesdays on Twitch. Where you'll see us live at 9 p.m. Central. And hope all your games go well. And I'll see you in the next one.